Good evening, everybody. Welcome. And we start. I will be starting this book, Think and Grow Rich, and I will connect it to spiritual science. Hmm? And before we start, uh, I would pin Ruchi. And we request Ruchi to share her experience. Good evening.
Good evening, Didi.
Yeah.
Good
So
evening, everyone.
let's get your name and from which place you are, and then you can share your experience.
Okay. My name is Ruchi Parikh and I'm from Baroda, India.
Your voice is cracking.
Okay. I'm from Baroda, India. My name is Ruchi Parikh.
Yeah.
And I would like to share my experience. Like when I joined, before joining Sanjukta Di's meditation class, we were trying for USA visitor visa as my um, uh, uncle's daughter, my cousin, has a wedding in August 25. So we were planning to put up the file, but we were not getting dates as we know that USA it's almost waiting for 1 year or 1.5 year. We were trying a lot. We did everything, but we were not getting dates only. But after these guidance, doing meditation and visualization with strong determination, as Didi guided me and putting my full faith in Didi's guidance and how Didi taught to visualize. I got, I cracked the dates and we got without any putting any extra money and anything, just by meditation, power of visualization and trust. I got appointment and also in the same city, both biometric and interview scheduled on 10th and 15th. And this is all because of Sanjukta Di's faith and the way she taught how to visualize, how to meditate, how to keep faith in what we are doing and with positive mindset. So I'm extremely thankful to Sanjukta Didi for this. Thank you so much, Didi.
Yeah.
This
Thank you. More,
uh,
I would like more than saying Sanjukta Didi. Just believe in your own power, okay? I'm just guiding. And I'm so grateful that you trusted, you trusted. It's very difficult, right? Many people, when you reach out, you want to help them. Many people, they will not be able to trust, you know, that this works. There is the shift happens, and at the very first go, and we have your my cousin Fuldi, who introduced you to this, and you immediately started it. You took it wholeheartedly, this practice. And yeah, you were also saying that even the agent was surprised that ये कैसे हुआ, ये
yeah.
नहीं होना.
Yes,
Yeah.
even the agent was extremely surprised because when we called him up, he told that because he told us that I hardly remember last 6 months or an year that I have taken an appointment without that bot system. I know everybody. I think everybody knows about the bot system in which the robot they have a bot system in which they just feed in the software and the software pops up the dates, but it is not acceptable in USA now, but we
Mm.
got without any doing anything like such that we just got in a normal process. So
Mm.
our agent was also extremely surprised, and I'm extremely thankful to Apurva ma'am. I have started saying her fully also. And because of her
Oh,
I
you
came
also
in
call her
contact with you.
Fuldi.
Yeah, I told her when first time I heard, I told her that I'll also call you fully.
Yeah, and
And
she's
I'm
one of
extremely
yeah,
grateful
yeah,
to
she's
her.
one of the person, because I encourage all of you that, please do seva, please do seva. I have so many volunteers, all are doing their best. She's not even a volunteer, but anybody is in problem, I will find a message. And she said, Apurba Di has asked me to contact you. So, so,
Yes, this is
so
in our blood actually.
Yeah, maybe we got it from our
I think.
grandmother, Duduma. We
Yes,
called,
yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes. Our grandmother was extremely, she was at that time, she was only third pass, but she used to do a lot of social work, serve a lot of people. Ah,
Janvi,
yeah. So
मैं
thank you
कमांडर
very
in chief.
much. Yeah. So friends, I will start because we have a long course to finish. Okay. Uh, Thank you very much, Ruchi. I'm so grateful you joined. Normally you join in the morning, but you joined in the evening. So thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Didi.
Thank you. So yeah. So friends, why I also asked her to share this experience, because this experience is very connected to today's class. Okay. The class, the first I like, I am going to read I am on a reading spree of all the abundance book, what I can get, and I can give you as much as I can give you, after reading. And the more you teach, the more you learn. So mera bhi benefit. Okay. So we are together going to become extremely abundant and become billionaires. Okay. But at the same time, be enlightened billionaires, not be reckless billionaires. Okay. So this is the book of Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. And he was actually encouraged by his friend, Andrew Carnegie, to do a research on all the rich people of US, and find out why are they so rich. Andrew Carnegie, he was also very wise. He was also rich in his own way, and he knew a few secrets of all the rich people. But he said that, to know more, I suggest you do a lot of research on rich people. And this is what this book is all about: 20 years of Napoleon Hill's research on all the billionaires and rich people and all the president of US and all these people's experience. And what has made them rich? What are the principles they applied? Okay. So here he talks about thoughts are things. This chapter is about thoughts are things. Okay. And it talks about the fact that so we think that the first thing we have to do is that we have to do hard work to achieve anything. But he says that the first thing that we have to do is to have a concrete, definite, determined thought that this is what I want, in my life, and then going for it no matter what. And here he gives the example of Edwin C. Barnes. He was I think, what is that called, a partner of Edison. Okay, he was a partner of Edison in business, but in the beginning he was not a partner of Edison. He was a very poor man who, in newspaper, when he saw Edison, he dreamt of becoming a partner of Edison. He had no money to even travel, the long distance in US to meet Edison. And with this kind of man, finally, when with little bit of money he saved, he went to Edison and he said, I want to do business with you. But yeah, Edison could see the strong determination this man had. He could see that this man has something different. पुअर है, कुछ नहीं है लाइफ में, फिर भी देखो कॉन्फिडेंस क्या है कि उसको पता है कि उसको मेरे साथ बिजनेस करना है. एडिसन इज थिंकिंग. But in the beginning, he was not given, a partnership, right? How will you give the Edison said, I cannot give you partnership. You just become my, assistant, like just, employee. And he started working with, for a small things, jobs at home and all these things and supporting and all these things he used to do. He worked. But the desire that it says that it's like, he says one of the chief characteristic of Barnes' desire was that it was definite. He was sure. He didn't say, I want, if I don't have this, then I will go for this. If I don't get this, I will go for this. This happens when I'm not sure. Then also you can use this general desire that, universe, please give me clarity. But once you have clarity that this is what you want, then you have to be concrete and every day focusing on that desire and meditating. Okay. And then one day, he says that one day what happened, Edison, he invented a dictaphone machine. and he was trying to sell it to all his, the people, the businessman. But they all denied him, saying that this is not going to work. This dictaphone, what is this? This is nonsense thing. Nobody's going to buy and everything. So they all denied him this, the business of selling his dictaphone machine. This Barnes took it as an opportunity. After many years, he got this opportunity and he said, I'm going to sell it. And Edison said, okay, let me see if you can sell it. And he was able to come out with flying colors by selling. And once he could prove it to Edison that he was able to sell good amount, Edison gave him the full proprietorship of selling that dictaphone, and gave him commission for all, every dictaphone he would give commission to him. And with that commission, he actually, he says that he earned millions. Barnes suddenly became extremely rich by, becoming having those commissions from selling those dictaphone machines. And see, he says that that's why it's showing that, see, पैसा ऐसा चीज है ना, जब छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है, कहाँ से आता है हमको भी पता नहीं. So that's why we have to be always, one is very hopeful, optimistic about life, and believing in our thoughts, that these thoughts are things. And the name of the book itself is Think and Grow Rich. You can think, just think and put effort and you will grow rich. But you need to know the science, and the science is meditation. The easiest way is meditation and visualization. I'll tell you why. Okay. And then again, he's talking about, then he talks about his friend's uncle in Napolean Hill, because he has done so many research on so many people. So he's giving examples. He says his friend's uncle's name was Darby. Okay. And this man, actually, there was do you remember long back used to hear na gold rush, mines nikalta hai yahan se wahan se. In US there was this gold rush happening. His uncle also wanted to find his luck there. So he went to, it was Colorado where he went. He started digging for gold, trying to find gold, and finally he was able to find a mine of gold. What gold that mine was like, then what he did is that he went back. He asked for money from his friends and everything, because for mining you need powerful, costly machines, right, to mine the land and dig the gold up. So all of his friends, they also gave him the money with the hope that, he will pay back the money and everything. And they will also get a lot of return from the gold. So he came with this machine. He used the machine. They were able to, one batch of gold came out, and it was so much that he was able to pay back all his friends and everything. Then what happened? It was coming and suddenly it stopped. Suddenly there was no gold, as if it vanished into thin air. They could not find any, he could not find any gold. He tried, and finally, he gave up. He said that, I think this is over, or gold nahi milega. And what he did is that he sold that machine. Kya karenge abhi machine ka kuch fayda nahi, gold to hai nahi. He sold this machine to a junk man. And when he sold this machine to a junk man, this man, he sold the machine and left. But this man was intelligent. This man, he said that before leaving, let me first see, is it true कि नहीं है gold? So he hired a mining engineer to check the same area. Okay, that यहाँ पे तो gold था, अभी gold नहीं है, मिला नहीं है, just check. And they mining engineer, after doing the research, he found out that sometimes there are called fault lines. Fault line means एक time के बाद थोड़े time के लिए कोई gold नहीं रहता है. There are possibilities that for a small area will not have gold, and again when you keep digging deep, you might again get gold. And this is what his suggestion was, that he said that if we dig a little bit more, I think we will again get gold. And this is what happened. And they found the gold just 3 feet below where his Uncle Darby stopped. Okay. So this is, can you imagine, that just 3 feet below was the goal, and we give up in our lives. Just see, friends, how many times we give up when the goal is just 3 feet below, believing that, I am a failure. I told you from the book when I was doing this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. There also, his name, Robert Kiyosaki, he said, rich dad, who have rich dad mentality, people who are, have rich mentality, rich dad mentality, they take failures as learning. They never give up so soon. They learn from that. They don't get disappointed. They are, in fact, more motivated when they fail. Hmm? And and here also it is talking the same thing, that that this man, he was, he failed because he gave up. From that, he, and then there is another example. This man himself, Mr. Darby, was sharing that, when he was young, he had an uncle, and with whom he was working in the barn, with cattle and everything. And there suddenly, he actually owed some money to a small kid's mother. Hmm? होता है ना कि कुछ तो पैसे वैसे देने हैं बिजनेस में. That kid came to take the money from this uncle, and this uncle had a very bad temper. Hmm? Very angry kind of a person. And this little girl, 6 or 7 years, not more than that, she came and she asked for the money, and she said, my mother asked to get the money from you. And this uncle said, I'm working now, go away, I will give the money when I'm free. And the girl did not move from that, even despite of him being angry, and all the time he's like that. The girl did not move. And he said, why are you not going? I'm telling you to go back. I will give the money when I am free. I cannot give now. And the girl, for 2, 3 times, he was angry, he was shouting. And suddenly the girl shouted on top of her voice, and she said, I want the money no matter what. My mother said to get the money, so you have to give me the money. And this man, with such bad temper, suddenly he was in shock. And after a few minutes, he took the money out, and he gave the money to that girl. Okay. And for quite some time, the man was silent. The uncle was, this Mr. Darby's uncle, was quite silent, and he was looking outside the window. So Mr. Darby, now Mr. Darby, learning from both the lessons, where he left the goal 3 feet, without digging, and from this man, he learned a lesson that when you are really determined, and you know what you want, and you don't give up, you will get what you want. Okay. And especially it is even more when we are meditators. Hamare paas third eye hai, we can intend, we can meditate, we can visualize, we can bring our willpower on to the third eye and say, this is what I want no matter what. Okay. And from that, he learned a lesson. And in fact, from learning the lesson, see, he is also an intelligent man. He learned his lesson to not give up. And then from there, he developed, he went into insurance company, where many people said no to him in the beginning, that no, I don't want to do insurance, go away and everything. But he would never give up. He would keep persisting till the customer says yes and gives him business. Yeah. So this is what happens, friends, so this is what happens when we don't give up. Hmm? So, friends, see how, when most of the times it is our thought process of giving up thought process that does not let the manifestation happen. Hmm? There are also, there was this one of the scientists, he's saying that scientist ka to kaam hi hai. Scientists especially, they fail 1,000 times and they win one time. Edison was able to discover the electric bulb because it was said that he failed around 1,000 to 10,000 times and he won just one time. Okay. And imagine the kind, a person will become depressed, suicidal, thinking कि मेरे साथ ऐसा क्या हो रहा है and everything. But they are saying the scientist का तो काम ही है, invention में हम 1,000 बार fail करते हैं. Same happened with, and that's what he's talking about. Henry Ford, Henry Ford is talking about, this is talking about thought process. When you visualize, even if it is impossible, even if it is not there in the universe, so let me first clear this, friends, and then I will go to Henry Ford. So so this yahan pe, friends, we have to understand. Okay. So obsession, anything obsessed, when we are obsessed, it becomes very difficult to manifest also. Ye to they are not extremely spiritual, they know the science ke thought se aata hai and everything, to thoda bahut unko samajh mein aa raha hai. But I will give you spiritual science in another, a little higher level. Okay. Higher level ye hai कि we have to bring a balance. If you see, even when we are visualizing, sometimes I will tell you after manifestation, I'll tell you surrender now, give it to the universe. Now forget that you have tried visualize and surrender it to the universe. Okay, it is because when we hold on too tightly to our dreams and we keep stressing, why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? We are creating resistance to the universe. And that's why it cannot happen. You should be very passionate that I want this. Feel the joy when you are doing the visualization, feel all the highly enlightened emotions and everything. Surrender it to the universe. After meditation, try to forget. Don't try to remember throughout the day that this is what you are trying to visualize. Okay, because Yogananda ji, one of my gurus, he said that you have to know that how much to think about your problem, meditate on your problem, and how much to then forget your problem also. Forget your goal also. There has to be a balance. बहुत ज्यादा हमेशा सोचते रहोगे, then you are creating resistance to the universe and it cannot work. So very determined, this is what I want. Once you are clear all the time, clear of the goal, concrete, and then letting go and surrendering and then not thinking about the problem. So Rumi, sometimes we don't understand these meanings because we don't understand the science. So Rumi has a beautiful quote. He says that life is a beautiful balance between holding on and letting go. Okay, किसी भी चीज को तुम पूरा लेट गो अगर कर दोगे ना, एनीथिंग एनीथिंग यू टेक कैजुअली, यू डोंट थिंक, वंस यू थिंक दैट ठीक है, आएगा नहीं आएगा, होगा नहीं होगा, it will you will so slowly you will see you will not be able to manifest because you are not giving the amount of attention you need for it to stay to with you, right? Anybody, anything, any situation needs to stick to you only when you're giving some attention to that situation, thing, goal, person, right? At the same time, if you're too holding on to that situation, or too much possessive, too much thinking about that situation, place, thing, whatever, person also, and then you will feel, people feel suffocated, right? When, you know, we feel, oh, I'm so like glad that I have a very extremely possessive husband. एक बार हो देन तुमको समझ में आएगा कि पॉजेसिव हस्बैंड कितना एक्सट्रीम में होगा तो माथा खराब हो जाएगा आपका. Okay, so there has to be a balance of also, that how much to hold on, how much to let go. Okay, so this is what also happens in manifestation as well. So then I will talk about this feeling of, sometimes we want things in life, and we want to feel that this is what I want, but people will say impossible, जीवन में तो किसी ने ऐसा नहीं किया, तुम अपने आप को क्या समझती हो? हाँ, अपने आप को क्या 30 मार का समझती हो क्या? किसी ने आज तक नहीं बनाया, तुम बना दोगी? Many people will motivate you, right? This is how the society is they go with, they are pessimistic, they are cynics, they have not seen the beauty of manifestation. Here comes this beautiful example of Henry Ford. And he says that, there is this story of Henry Ford, and he was saying that there is this cylinder, 8-cylinder cast. There is this 8-cylinder cast जो Henry Ford बोल रहे थे कि मुझे 8-cylinder cast in one block, I want a cylinder, 8-cylinder cast for my cars. Henry Ford was not a very rich man. He started very low and then he started building up his company. And when he was building the cars, he told his engineer कि अभी मुझे 8-cylinder cast in one block type of वो चाहिए for my cars. All the engineers, they said that, okay, this is the shape, this and everything. And then they said, but this is not possible. It's imagination में ठीक है, but it is physically not possible, never possible. Henry Ford said, I don't care. I have told you this is what I want. You have to create. And after 6 months, he came and asked his engineers, and they said, sir, we are just wasting our time. This is literally, scientifically not possible, sir. Create this kind of cylinders. It is not possible. Henry Ford said, I don't care. I just know that this is what I want for my car, and you have to create. And finally, because he did not give up, his engineers couldn't, because they are paid by him. They finally, after maybe a year or so, they were able to crack, and they were able to find out the solution to create this 8-cylinder cast in one block for his cars. Yeah, the Ford cars they are so famous, right? Ford cars. So this, friends, from here, he was not mad to think like that. अभी ये बोल रहा है कि actually nowadays people do, or after Henry Ford, many people have started in aerospace industries, in these kind of industries, computer, medicine, and military industries. People have started doing this. कुछ impossible है तो उसको impossible बोल के छोड़ नहीं देते. They dream that this is what I want, even if it is not, nobody has discovered, nobody has invented, nothing. We know that this is what we want, and how, we don't know. What they do is that they start taking action, visualizing that this is what they want, and then they start taking action towards that. And slowly, when they're taking action, things unfold in their own way, and finally they see that things fall into place, and they are able to make the impossible possible. Wright brothers also an example, right? They were just bicycle owners who decided कि एक बार देखे तो कैसे fly करेगा कुछ, and they created just from thought, just from imagination, just from believing that this is possible. Right, friends? So this is and all it from here, all it is, it is talking about that shift from, we spoke about prosperity consciousness and poverty consciousness. Many of my old students, my friends who have been joining, they have done this. We will again do prosperity poverty consciousness thought process. So here, Napoleon Hill is saying, through this book, I will teach you how to bring success consciousness instead of having failure consciousness. It is a consciousness. Some people, कुछ भी करे तो हमेशा बोलेंगे, हमेशा देखना ग्लास हाफ फिल ही बोलेंगे, हाफ फिल. अरे ये आपको बोलेंगे, अरे आप कितने अच्छे दिख रहे हो, अरे बताओ नहीं, ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है. They will pick up something or the other to say what is not right. Okay, and all the things which is, so it is a failure consciousness. जहां पे आप, अगर आप ऐसा thought process रखोगे तो लाइफ में कभी आप किसी भी एरिया में, it is, I'm not talking about only this area. See, because I am taking the topic of enlightened millionaire mindset, I'm talking mostly on money. But understand, if you have any other issues, you can apply the same thing, friends. Relationship, health, money, or any other issues you have to understand it is a success consciousness. You have to believe that in whatever area you are visualizing, targeting, you have to believe that, yes, I am going to achieve. And failures, see, first of all, you have to be very clear about what you want. When you have joy, you will be able to do it. Do you remember I did that ikigai we did now? What you love, what you are good at, where you can also earn some money, and where you can also serve people with this, the four corners. When they come together, they make a common joy in our lives, purpose to live life beautifully. And once you know that this is what my purpose is, you should not back up. Okay, you should not go back. Okay, you should not say कि नहीं होगा, मैंने तो try किया, नहीं हुआ. I remember, Hitesh, very beautifully, he's one of, Dr. Newton's, Dr. Newton is like, he cannot take all the classes, one of my mentors. So he has people who take sessions. So one of the courses I did on money was taken by Hitesh. And he very beautifully, he was saying that कोई भी चीज ना, at least 5 साल कोई ड्रीम है तुम्हारा, तुम करना चाहते हो, बिजनेस करना चाहते हो, और फुल्ली श्योर हो, ऐसा नहीं हो कि यार लेट मी सी इफ इट वर्क्स और नॉट, लेट मी सी दैट वर्क्स और नॉट. इट इज योर हार्ट्स कॉलिंग, दिस इज व्हाट यू वांट टू डू. बिकॉज नाउ फ्रेंड्स, यू आर नो लॉन्गर फियरफुल कि मुझे जॉब ही करना है, वहां से ही पैसा आएगा. बिकॉज तुमको ना जॉब भी करो, बिकॉज यू नीड दैट सिक्योरिटी, बट एट द सेम टाइम नाउ ओपन योर माइंड अप दैट देयर आर मेनी मल्टीपल वेज ऑफ अर्निंग मनी, and earning money from the place where I really feel joy as well. Things that I really feel joy, I will start working on that kind of business or anything that brings joy. And Hitesh was saying that किसी भी चीज को तुम start करते हो ना, 5 साल के लिए एटलीस्ट अपने आप को सोचो कि पैसे आए नहीं आए, करे ना करे, you just keep giving 5 years to that. But you should be sure that this is what you want. ऐसा नहीं कि you are a dabbler and that's why. Then 5 साल waste हो जाएगा और बाद में बोलोगे अरे मैं तो कुछ और चाहती थी. ऐसा नहीं. Okay, once you're very sure, then whether it comes, not comes, be like this Uncle Darby, not giving up no matter what. Okay, and develop this success consciousness. If you have a, because we all, हमारे लाइफ में कितने challenges थे, right? पैसों के लेके and everything. तो हमारा ना बहुतों का, स्पेशली women का टेंडेंसी है थोड़ा बहुत नेगेटिव हो जाना. इमोशन में हम इतना फ्लक्चुएट करते हैं ना, हम बहुत फ्लक्चुएट करते हैं इमोशंस में, तो हम ना फेलियर कॉन्शियस में ज्यादा चले जाते हैं. So, then develop with all these kind. That's why I take all these classes, so that we open our mind and start believing and bringing out this, success consciousness in our life. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Anybody wants to share their reflection, understanding, question about this? Okay. So if nobody wants to share anything, we are all good. Then I will see you tomorrow. Friends, I told you, right, that I told you already, my brother-in-law, he will arrive in just a few minutes now. And he's not keeping that well, especially emotionally. So that's why he's coming to, stay with me, learn meditation with me, and spend some time. I don't know how long he's going to stay, and I have to give some time to him. So if by chance I go, sometimes I will try my best. Also, I got my periods just some time back, an hour back. So I don't know what is my status going to be tomorrow, because after periods, first 2 days, 1 or 2 days, I'm in a lot of pain. Yeah, I will try my best to join tomorrow. But if I am not able to join, Anandita will take over. Try to try to just meditate, friends. Meditation is a very powerful technique. Okay, even if I will try my best. If by chance I cannot, there will be Panna putting on the music, and Anandita will just ask you to be with your heart and meditate for 1 hour. Okay, try, because the group meditation is so important. Come together and meditate. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night. Good
Bye,
night.
Didi.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.